Welcome. The Kenny Veach Cave hike video has been a source for all kinds of strange audio found by viewers over time, and it led to the point of questioning, was Kenny truly alone on his hike, or was something going on in the background? Now today we're going to be taking another look at additional audio which has not been covered before, one of which questions the possibility of the cave itself, and then the other is from the unreleased footage of Kenny's hike. Hi, welcome back. So firstly, we're going to take a look at the strange sound caught on camera within the unreleased footage of Kenny's hike. Now, as a quick backstory for new people and people who are confused, the unreleased footage was simply footage that wasn't included on the day Kenny went out when he did his Cave hike video, as you've all seen on his channel. It was all done on the same day. He just didn't include this footage I'm going to share with you in a second because there was really no point. Now, how was it uploaded? Who uploaded it? Well, it was the girlfriend of Kenny, Sharon Pilgrim. She uploaded it to her channel, okay? And that was uploaded 28th of November 2021, the same day the HLN documentary aired, which was about the Mojave mystery and Kenny's disappearance. The strangest thing about it, though, is Sharon was supposed to upload that footage 4 years beforehand. So why did she leave it that late and on the day of that documentary? Bit suspicious, right? Well, that's for another time. Let me share with you now the strange sound caught on camera when Kenny was panning around. Let me know what you think down below.
And then I came up from down there. And then I came all the way up here.
So hopefully you picked up on it. If not, I'll replay it to you one more time on repeat. So after rewatching the video a few times, there are two sounds you can hear. The first one being like that, and then the second one sounding more like as if someone was clearing their throat. Now, the first sound is more interesting because of the tone of it and the volume. The tone doesn't sound quite like the second sound produced by Kenny, who's holding the camera, and the volume of it is quieter, as if distant, like if somebody was stood by the side or behind Kenny. So it's making me think, was somebody else there present with him on the hike? The second sound, where it just sounds like Kenny clearing his throat, not much of a big deal, but is that to try and cover up the first sound accidentally produced by somebody nearby? That is to try and divert attention and focus from the first sound onto him, maybe to make it sound like it was him to begin with, or to maybe off-screen prompt that person say, excuse me, shh, like that. Because that's what can happen at times, you know. You might be recording a video, or you might just simply be walking somewhere and a person is in the way. So you just do a slight just to get their attention, and then they step aside, move out the way. Same with if someone was making sound and you said, can you be quiet, without actually saying, can you be quiet? It's just a thought. And as I said, the two sounds are different, you know. The cough one produced with the mouth and the throat. The first sound, I'm not sure what could make that. Does it sound animalistic to you? Does it sound like some kind of animal, bird? Or does it sound more human? I mean, previous sounds discussed in the past, people were saying, oh, it's to do with the stomach or indigestion, stuff like that. Maybe. But this one sounded more like a groan, like a, yeah. Like that. It sounds a bit gay, that, but you get what I'm saying. You know, I can produce that sound with my mouth. It's like a groan sound. When you get sounds produced by the stomach, a bit more of a gargle, weird sound effect, I can't produce that with my mouth. So maybe it rules that out. So you can leave a comment down below. Was he with someone at the time and they accidentally showed themselves up? I mean, okay, the camera didn't show any shadows, but the wing mirrors on the car were bent inwards or so, or bent outwards, so you couldn't see reflections of people behind the camera. And also when Kenny did pick the camera up and then start rotating around, you heard a few shuffles of feet. So maybe there was multiple footsteps of another person as well. You never know. So, as I said, leave a comment down below. And now let's get into the original hike footage, and I'll share with you the little bit of audio picked up on recently.
Yeah. And then there's caves like that. It all looks like. I'm not going up there.
Now with this audio, it's not to do with strange sounds caught on camera. Moreover, it's to do with what's going on with Kenny Veach. Something seems off. At this moment in time, and even a bit beforehand in the footage, whilst being in that area, that environment, it's as if there's a presence which is making him unsettled, nervous, as he stumbles on his words, as seen moments before as he walks past the M-shaped cave like this.
For the kind of cave I'm looking for is deep and it's dark and it's shaped like it's shaped just like the letter M.
You know, the way he says it's deep and it's dark. You know, it sounds like he's trembling with his own words, and it makes you think, well, why? Because, you know, unless this is the location and you know about it, but why not just say? I mean, he, you know, depending how you interpret it, shortly when he's walking and he says, oh, and it's on ground level, just like here.
And it's about level with the ground, like in an area like this.
Depending how you interpret that, you could suggest, oh, maybe he's secretly dropping a clue saying this is it without actually directly saying it. Or he's just using it as some kind of comparison from his memory of what he saw in the past. Either way, something seems a bit off. And as with the footage I showed you in this main video, opposite to that covered up cave, the cave with eyes, that's a descriptive title I call it. You know, his first sentence with that is, there's caves like that.
And then there's caves like that.
So he's trembling again, and shortly afterwards, and I will replay it because you might have not heard it, he mumbles to himself and says, looks like. The question is, looks like what? Looks like the M cave? Looks like a creature or someone is hiding in there? What? Well, we don't know. It's as if he starts his sentence off and then ends abruptly when he realises what's what and finishes the sentence in here. So we never know. And then shortly afterwards, he's like, look, I ain't going up there. It's as if he looked around, looked at the cave, zoomed in so he could see what's within, and he says, oh, it looks like, oh, I'm not going there. No. It's as if there's some kind of realisation that occurs. What, he realises this is the spot where he originally found the cave? Or does he realise there is a new threat, something else going on? That's what we've got to try and understand, because, you know, beforehand, when he was walking past that covered cave, he said, oh, it looks like, and it's on ground level, just like here. The way he uses the word like here, and then opposite that, oh, you've got caves like that, looks like, oh, I'm not going up there. It's kind of fragmented, sentences scattered about in a short space of time, from stumbling and stuttering to saying it's like this, it's like that, and then the sentence stops, and then he just moves on after. Quite a lot going on. And, you know, when you see him on in other areas on his hike, it's not as, you know, all over the place. I mean, he might stutter a bit, but do you know when he was like on his knees collecting those pinion nuts, pine nuts, he wasn't stuttering as much. He seemed more relaxed. He seemed more happy. because he likes that sort of stuff, collecting them. He seemed quite passionate. But then the moment he got to that other location approaching Picture Canyon and where those caves were, his mood changed. So either the environment, the area has a negative effect on him for whatever reason, or maybe there was a presence of someone there when he was walking. Either way, it is kind of strange how there's so much like audio going on. You know, it's not all to do with the visual stuff, because you might have seen that more with the other hikers who have been out there a bit more hands-on. But in Kenny's, there's just like all the little audio in the background, trying to understand it. You can leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think of both audios. Was Kenny by himself or was someone there with him? And what was the overall mood of Kenny? Was there a change, a shift in that during his hike? Let me know down below. That's it for now. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.